Hey everyone, and welcome back to News to the Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you all had a great New Year celebration. We're going to go ahead and kick things off with the news about Emma Stone being possibly courted by Sony to do a solo Spider-Gwen film for the Spider-Man reboot. There's a lot of news and there's a lot of reports going on out there that Andrew Garfield may be getting a reboot for his Amazing Spider-Man franchise. Though, take everything that I'm about to discuss with a huge grain of salt, because due to the fact that, spoiler alert, Andrew Garfield's performance was praised in Spider-Man No Way Home. Honestly, he stuck out the most for me, in my opinion. I think he was probably one of the best parts of the movie, if not probably the best part of the film. Because of that, and because of the reaction of the audience, people want to see either an Amazing Spider-Man 3 movie or a reboot of the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. I vote for the latter, of course. It makes more sense to do an Amazing Spider-Man 3 movie, kind of just to continue things where they were left off in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. We want to see exactly where Andrew Garfield's version of Peter Parker is today, because we got some hints about Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker where he just went to a dark path, he became more rageful, and he became bitter. And I kind of want to see that story continue from that point, and I want to see what kind of Spider-Man he is today. So it would make total sense. And because Electro, who's played by Jamie Foxx, does make an appearance in this movie, a lot of the events from the Amazing Spider-Man would be canon basically to the MCU. It would only make sense to do it like that. There's no reason to do a reboot. Aside from all that, because I just wanted to break that down before I get started with this article from Inside the Magic, let's go ahead and talk about the Emma Stone situation with her getting a Spider-Gwen movie. And I think she's willing to do it. And before I get into all the details, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you don't miss anything. I post videos every day and I live stream at least twice a week. Join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below, along with the links to my Twitter and Instagram. So the Marvel Universe is expanding with the multiverse, and every Marvel fan is still recovering from Spider-Man No Way Home. This Marvel movie saw the return of Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield. After a massive fan movement from the Amazing Spider-Man 3, Sony reportedly courted Emma Stone for an upcoming Spider-Gwen role. After earning 500,000 tweets for #MakeTasm3 movement, fans are demanding that Sony Pictures complete Andrew Garfield's The Amazing Spider-Man trilogy after the Marvel actor stole the show in No Way Home, which I definitely agree with. I think he totally stole the show. Now, with this movement gaining massive ground within Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios, Sony is reportedly eyeing Emma Stone to return in The Amazing Spider-Man 3 alongside Andrew Garfield as Spider-Gwen. Sony wants Emma Stone for a Spider-Gwen project. So this is the tweet that we got. Now, we've seen this picture several times all over the internet. It's basically concept art with Emma Stone's like head photoshopped on a Spider-Gwen body basically, and it's just concept. It's fan art basically. And it looks pretty cool, but I really want to see a Spider-Gwen movie because her character's pretty interesting in the comics, at least in her universe. I mean, she fits, you know, her role is perfect. She's basically Spider-Woman in her comics. So I'd definitely be down to see a Spider-Woman film, something different, because honestly, we have way too many Spider-Man movies that is starting to become pretty saturated. But then again, you can never have enough Spider-Man movies anyways, because Spider-Man's freaking awesome. So this is from the Spider-Man No Way Home Updates and Leaks Twitter account, who posted this recently. Again, take everything with a huge grain of salt because none of this can be validated at this time. I'm not saying this is true. This is just coming from sources. Until it is true, of course, you can make sure that you can stay up to date in my channel because I will be talking about it. Again, moving on with the article now, 500,000 tweets later, and it seems that fans are in control of Andrew Garfield and his Spider-Man future. The Marvel character was subject to years of hate and backlash, many considering Garfield's Spider-Man series the weakest of the 3 separate anthologies. Now, however, this hate has disappeared overnight, seemingly, and the world is ready for more Garfield Spider-Man movies. And then this is another tweet. Andrew Garfield Spider-Man deserved another film, #MakeTasm3. And here's a picture of Garfield in his first promotional image back in 2012. Shortly before that movie was about to come out, that was the first image that we got of Garfield in his Spider-Man suit from The Amazing Spider-Man 1. And of course, on the bottom we have good old T'Challa. Get this man The Amazing Spider-Man 3. Perfect meme. Great job, whoever made this. Awesome. So The Amazing Spider-Man 2, 2014, the most turbulent Marvel movie from Andrew Garfield's Marvel Universe. Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy met her demise after falling to her death. I do not blame Andrew Garfield or Emma Stone for that failure of the movie. And it's honestly not that bad of a film in my opinion, but it is the weakest as well, in my opinion as well. I think it's the worst, if you want to categorize it that way. It is the worst Spider-Man movie. But what really saved that movie and what keeps it afloat is the amazing apparent chemistry that both Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone had in those films, especially in part 2. Their chemistry was amazing. I mean, they were really dating in real life at the time. I mean, it's a Spider-Man movie. It made a lot of money, but probably not enough to Sony standards, which is why they chose to reboot and go with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So when Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield, couldn't catch his true love after the Green Goblin dated Han, dropped her from the air, Spider-Man stopped pulling my punches. That's what he said in Spider-Man No Way Home, something he revealed to the other Parkers in Spider-Man No Way Home. With the multiverse in the Marvel Cinematic Universe expanding in unknown regions that Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Wanda Maximoff, played by Elizabeth Olsen, know frighteningly little about, it's clear that Morbius, which comes out in 2022, I think this month, is in a realm that consists of these themes from all 3 Spider-Man universes. As a result, Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy could return to Garfield's universe in a Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2018 style, with Spider-Gwen taking the place of the previous Gwen that he lost, with reports suggesting that No Way Home was only scratching the surface of future Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man content. It's clear that a revolution surrounding these Marvel characters, iconic characters, is beginning to take shape. So this is really interesting stuff. I mean, I've always wanted to see another Spider-Man themed movie featuring like one of the main Spider-Man characters. Like, I want a Spider-Man 2099 movie, and I also want a Spider-Man Scarlet Spider-Man movie. Now, I think we could be getting Spider-Gwen first in a Spider-Man movie, and then she'll transition over to her solo movie. But then again, remember, Spider-Gwen does take place in an entirely different universe, so it would make sense for her to get her first solo movie by herself. And maybe in her universe, Spider-Man is dead, and at one point in the future, they can probably cross paths where Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker meets Spider-Gwen, but they can get creative however they want. Anyways, overall, I'm pretty excited. If these news are true, it of course has my interest because I love Spider-Man content in general, and I really hope that Garfield does get his justice where he can finish off his trilogy in The Amazing Spider-Man. You let me know your thoughts, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you don't miss anything. Happy New Year to all of you, and I'll see you all in the next comic panel.